Hi, Coach Phillips. How you doing?
I'm doing well, thanks.
Thank you so much for coming on tonight. I know you're a busy guy with the Rough Riders, and how you guys doing this year? It seems like you guys are middle of the pack, but doing pretty well.
Well, we're in first place. Yeah, that's not the middle, but yeah, we're in first place in our division, so we're doing well.
Nice. So just talk about your for folks who are just brand new to the XFL. These kids are from the NFL who didn't play in the NFL, but now they're trying to get back into the NFL. And you took over Houston. So how's the relationship with all these kids?
Oh, it's really great. They really work hard. They listen to coaches. They're very attentive. They're very focused. They want to try to. Their goal is to play in the NFL, and so we're trying to help them get there.
Yeah. So this week you guys are going to San Antonio, right? You're on the road.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah. So you're going to be playing in that beautiful dome down there, and you were once a Cowboys coach, so you were down there. That was training camp for a couple of years, right?
It sure was. Yeah, we had in the stadium, in the dome down there, we had training camp. So yeah, I'm familiar with it.
That's cool. Adam, you got a question for Coach?
Yeah. First of all, it's an honor to talk with you, Coach. I have followed your career in the NFL. What was it like to be the coach of the Buffalo Bills when you played in that hostile environment that we all know as Rich Stadium?
Yeah, that was a great time. I coached there 6 years, and we went to playoffs, I think 4 or 5 of those years, and so it was a good time. They got great fans, hardy fans. We know it gets cold there, but they come out and support their team. It was, I really enjoyed it there.
That's cool. Yeah, Coach, I just got to ask you a question. I was talking to Brittany, your great information director there for the Rough Riders, and she was like, "What do you want to talk to Wade about?" I'm like, "Well, Coach Phillips." I'm like, "Well, I'd like to talk about the XFL and his days in the NFL, but I'd really like to talk about your father, Bum Phillips. What did you learn from your dad? Because I feel like when I was growing up watching a lot of football, because I'm like this old school guy, you learned a lot from him. What did you learn from your dad? Because your dad basically was this big figure on the sidelines in Houston, and we played the song "I Love You Blue" at the beginning of the show.
Yeah, I learned everything from him. Basically, he was my coach in high school. He coached me in college. I worked with him for 10 years in the NFL. So, and I actually coached with him in college too. So, he influenced everything. I know in football, we were the first team in the NFL to run 3-4 defense, and we had a lot of success with it.
That's cool. That's awesome. Hey, Matt, you got a question for Coach Phillips?
Yes. With the time that you had with the different coaching experiences, you were with Dallas, and in 2007, 2009, you finished first in the NFC East. So what would you use from your NFL days, and how would you incorporate that into your XFL coaching career?
Yeah, well, I was 42 years in the NFL, so got quite a bit of experience. Almost all of that was in the 3-4 defense. So, some people call it the 3-4, the Phillips 3-4. So, I'm very familiar with that. I have a lot of experience coaching that. So, that's what we're running defensively. And then, I've seen a lot of different offenses and tried to come up with an offense that I think could move the ball really well. And so we chose the air raid offense, and that's been successful for us too. So we put all that together. Experience goes a long ways. I've been a head coach for a long time. I've been a coordinator for a long time in the NFL, and I'm having the time of my life now being the head coach of the XFL Houston Roughnecks.
That's cool. That's awesome. And you're back in Houston. You're playing your games at University of Houston, and you're an alumni of University of Houston. So this must have been like a full circle for you. Like, hey, I didn't play at the stadium, but I played it on his campus. And what's the difference between when you were there back in the late '60s and to now?
Well, everything changed since the late '60s, but yeah, we're enjoying Houston. I mean, I live in Houston. I coach for the Houston Oilers. I coach for the Houston Texans, and now I'm coaching for the Houston Roughnecks. So that's all the professional football that's ever been in Houston. So, I'm really enjoying that. It's home for me. They gave me the league gave me the opportunity to coach in Houston, and I jumped right at it.
That's cool. That's great. Question: let's just preview this weekend's game against San Antonio. You're going out there on the road. How good is this team in this that plays in the Dome? And what do you guys got to do to walk away with a win?
Well, we played them once. We played in Houston. We did beat them in Houston. So,
okay.
And we're 4-0 in our division. So it's a big game for us, a division game, and. Actually, I think will get us in the playoffs if we win this game. So we've got a lot to play for. But Hines Ward, is coaching that team, and I'm very familiar with him after being with the Oilers and all of the teams I've been with. Always played the Steelers, and he was such a great player. And now he's coaching and really doing a good job there.
Yeah, and plus, just talk about this league. It's great to have all these former NFL coaches like yourself, players. That you have in Vegas. You have Rod Woodson, who spent some time here in Baltimore. He's doing a lot of stuff here with the broadcast here. Yourself, Hines Ward, Buckley, who's down in Orlando.
Right.
Former. What is it like having these great players and great coaches like yourself helping out promoting this brand new league?
Well, I mean, that's part of. Hopefully, that's why they chose us, that we could help these players get better. And that's what coaching is. So, I think the league overall is just a great opportunity for people, for players, and a lot of them are taking advantage of that. I think we've got several players on our team. I think will be on the NFL roster this next fall.
That's cool. Yeah, I was looking at your roster here. You got some people from. You got your quarterbacks. You carry 3 quarterbacks, so that's basically just that's the normal standard when you see in the NFL. But some of them are like you said, you're trying to get back to be on an NFL roster. And we covered the CAA around here. Dejon Lee, who is a running back from Delaware, how good is he on the team, and how what is he doing to help you guys get that big win?
Yeah, he's short in stature, but he's really strong and really fast. He's done a really good job for us. I'm pretty sure he's the leading kickoff returner in the league, average-wise, so far this season. So he does a great job of that too. But he's a really fine young man, and I'm really blessed to be able to coach him.
That's cool. Well, Coach, let me let you go because I know you're a busy guy. Because I know you have to get coaches this time of year. Got to get ready for your big game over the weekend and all that stuff. So thank you so much for taking some time tonight. It was a real honor to talk to you, and keep up the good work in Houston. And hopefully, don't be a stranger. Come on back.
All right. Well, thanks. I appreciate you calling.
All right. Thank you so much.